So we're down to the final section. This is technically the fourth video of today, the final section of today's notes. And this is just the key concept to help you. You could rewrite any root as a rational exponent. What is a rational exponent? A ratio is a fraction as an exponent. So you could rewrite any root as something to a certain power, and that power is going to be a fraction. Okay? Now check this out. Whatever root it is, if it's the third root, that 3 is going to belong in the denominator of your exponent, which is going to be a fraction. Whatever power you have in here, that power is going to be the power, the numerator, on the exponent of the fraction that you have up there. Okay? So let's take a look at some of this. It's really just rearranging things, guys. The v is representing the variable. It could be x, could be y, could be z. It could even be a number. But that base is going to still be there as the base. The root goes to the denominator. The p, the power, goes to the numerator. So over here, if I wanted to rewrite this, and by the way, this is a very easy section that's going to be on our next test. All right? It's really great opportunity to bring up your grade here. It says, please rewrite from radical to exponential form, or from exponential form to radical form. So we have a radical here. We want to write it as an exponent. So notice the power of 2. Where's the 2 going to go if I change it to this? The 2 is going to go as the numerator of the fraction that's going to be the exponent. Okay, the variable, the base, is going to stay the base. So this x is still going to be x. And the power is going to go up to the numerator of the fraction on the exponent. So you're going to have a fraction on the exponent, and the power of 2 is going to go up there on the numerator. And the root is going to be the denominator of that fraction that's in the exponent. So the root 3 is going to be down there, and that's your answer. The cube root of x squared could be rewritten as x to the 2/3. Okay? It's a really easy section of the test. It's an easy opportunity to bring up your grade. How about the square root of 13? How could you rewrite that as an exponent, the square root of 13? Everybody should be able to do this. A square root is really the power of what? A square root is really the power of what? Half. So let's rewrite it. It's 13 to the power of half. That's it. That's your answer. They're asking us not to simplify. They're asking us to change your radical to a power. Change your radical to a power, or change your power to a radical. Okay? So it's a really easy section, guys. Number 3. I need to change this to a radical. It's the power of 1/2. What is the power of 1/2 really?
Square root.
Square root. So what's my radical going to be?
Square root of what?
A lot of people say the square root of 21x squared. The square root of 21x. But the fact of the matter is that the only thing that it belongs inside the square root is the only thing that has a power of 1/2, which is an x. Okay? So this correct answer is actually 21 square root of x. 21 on the outside, square root of x on the inside. Why is that? Because the power of 1/2, yeah, that's a square root. But what has the power of half? Only the x. So only the x belongs inside the square root. The 21 doesn't have the power of 1/2 on it. Now it'd be a different story if I had like 21x parenthesis to the power of 1/2. Then yeah, right there it would be 21x on the inside, because the whole thing is included in parentheses. All right. How about number 4? What's that one going to be? Is it 13 on the inside or the outside of the square root?
Outside.
On the outside. And on the inside of the square root, we have the AB. And that's it. That's a super easy part of the test. I think out of the 20 questions, 5 of them or 4 of them are like this. So you're talking about 20% of your grade, 25% of your grade on the test is just changing from radical to exponential, or exponential to radical. So how about this? Do these 6 questions for homework.